All right. Good morning, everyone. This is Helena. So I started recording this webinar. It should not take whole hour, but I would like to have enough time in the end of our webinar for your questions. So what tools you have? You have ability to put your questions in chats or Q&A. So whatever you like to use. All right, let's start. Consolidated Xero reports in Google Sheets by G-Accon. So for now, I want to emphasize this is for Xero and it's already released. And a little nicer feature will be released over this coming weekend. So we purposefully wait for the end of tax period, but it will be more and more exciting for you guys. So let's start this couple of slides and then I will dive to hands-on and you should be able to ask me questions during webinars or after. We have plenty of time. So let's move. So what is the importance of consolidated reports? So first of all, let's say you have organization, multiple departments or subsidiaries. Yes, consolidated report will help you to see whole picture of how your departments or entities are doing. So absolutely helping you to track and forecast your future performance, business and accounting. Complete overview parent company. Yes, this is one of idea of why we have consolidated report. And absolutely, it's a nice feature to show your investors how your company does, what each of subsidy within the company does. And yes, absolutely to allow investor to see your real financial situation and which will allow them to definitely invest money in your company if needed. What is the problem solved? Why are we doing this feature? So first of all, it's absolutely true. We received for last 2.5, 3 years, some of my customers came and they asked, where is your consolidated reports? We need it. Otherwise, we're not going to use your tool. And here it is. We cannot start this more complicated feature right away. But now our both products, G-Accon for QuickBooks and Xero, are very mature. So we now have the ability to provide you more complex solution. So what this complex solution includes? We introduce a new hook for paid exchange rate service, which is allow you to convert your report to different currencies, not only a latest available currency, but any historical currency. So this is good piece and good implementation of or usage, this consolidated report. So another way we introduced, our reports can create data month by month, right, on monthly basis. And now you have ability to apply different currency rate for each and every month's period. So this is a cool feature that will be available on Monday. So, and definitely it's elimination of intercompany transactions and balances, adjusting journal entry. This is nice feature, which is part of consolidated report solution. So what consolidation, what G-Accon can definitely help you to do. So it helps to combine your financial data from multiple Xero entities. And we specifically tested our solution on 6 or 7 entities. You can try more, but at least for that many entities, it works. It works. So first, definitely consolidation reports can be generated in different currency, like I said, using latest and historical exchange rate. And I'm going to show you how it works and what we provide as of today. So we have 3 reports. So it's profit and loss or income statement for US-based company, cash summary, a balance sheet. So we feel this is most important report, which can bring your benefits, but this is again beginning. So we're waiting for your feedback and check what else can be needed, right? Or maybe some enhancements. We are open for this. So what is G-Accon? As all of you knows, because you're here, it means you're all our customers. So G-Accon integrates Google Spreadsheet, these Xero organizations. So now consolidated reports, what we're talking, only related to Xero software. So we can automatically, we still have this feature which allow you automatically generate consolidated report and schedule your refresh on different schedule, right? For us, we have hourly, daily, weekly, monthly schedule. So it's still there. This functionality doesn't go anywhere. This is how the report look like. Third, we have ability, as you know, for standard report, we have functionality which is called multi-currency converter. So we use the same concept. This is the way how you reset different currency or set whatever you needed. Again, this can be run dynamically if you select latest exchange rate. It means based on refresh schedule, the latest exchange rate will be picked up and applied to your report and recalculated. So this is how it looks like. But again, we're going to do some more hands-on later. So what another feature we introduce here, we try to be as flexible as possible. And part of our solution was to generate some kind of additional or extra tab, which is allow you to update data. Let's say you want to pull your exchange rate directly from the spreadsheet, like you see on the left side of my screen, or you can even override it, right? You should feel free. It's a Google Sheet. It's plenty of capability for this technology. So you can use it as a lookup table and pull the data. Again, I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. I just say it's a lot of flexibility. It's not one specific universal solution in stone. So it's based, you can bend it and align the solution to your business needs. So this is main kind of purpose. What else you can do? Again, we're talking about templates, right? Each and every reports within our application based on templates. You know that. So what you can do is that template. First, you need to create it, right? Then you can reapply it or reuse it on different spreadsheets, different tab. You can share this template within your group or with your customers. So it depends. Sometimes you as an accountant can do all this job and then send a report to your customers, or you set up whole environment to your customers and help them based on their questions, and they run refresh and they handle reports by themselves. So it's a different way how you work with your own clients. But if you remember, the screen show how to save the template, and save template in this screen, I showed how you should be able to share this template, this one specific person, or you can share this multiple people within your group license, let's say. And definitely, as usual, we use cloud and Google technology, so everything built in, and this technology allow us to provide you this very custom solution for all your reports, for all your needs. So what I'm going to show in demo. So I will connect to multiple Xero organizations. Then I'm going to create couple report and show you how it works. Then I will spend little bit time to show you how to manipulate different currencies it's needed, including custom solution. And then we will go to existing feature, how to automate this report, and how to create workflows, how to run workflows. And the final step will be how to notify your customers. It's important because even our oldest customers, they might forget we have very nice feature, notify your customer, send them these generated consolidated reports. So it's important. All right, so now I'm going to open my spreadsheet, And before I open, let me pause a little bit and see if I don't have any questions for now. All right. Yeah, I don't see I have questions. So this is my spreadsheet. So what I did so far, I have my Xero entities. I have two of them. One of them is AU demo organizations, and another one I create ABCD service entities, and I put a couple of invoices so we can see the difference, how it works. So don't forget, first, to create consolidated report, you need to establish secure connection, right? It's a usual way, our usual way. So how you establish secure connection between Google spreadsheet and entities, you signed in to the new entities, you pull these entities, and this is connection established. And where you can see that, you can see, you go to Xero and you go to settings, right? And this is your connected app. And you will see all connected apps, including G-Accon here. So as soon as I'm here, I'm going to show you another setting. So don't forget, for us, if you want to manage different currency, this is a place where you add currency in Xero. What it does for us, it's allow us to pull any currency you add here to your entities, okay? So this is two places which I want to mention while we're in Xero. So now we're going step by step, and you pull, you establish connections, secure connections, to Xero entities, and you can manipulate them when you set up separate reports through switch organizations. So this is our usual way. So for now, I'm going to show you consolidated report. We change a little bit design because it's become very long line of menu options. All your reports under reports category. So what it means, all these reports are downloadable. So basically all downloads under reports. So as you remember here, we have create your own report designer. This is your standard reports which we create for you, and plenty of variety how to modify report. And finally, consolidated reports. So you click here. And first, what do you see? We try to grab all existing Xero entities which you might be interested in, and for creating consolidated report. And plus, they have to be active. So let's see. Okay, so now I have my demo company where I just show you in Xero, and I have ABCD services, ABCD organizations. I didn't put much data for the last one. So in our example, I'm going to use these two organizations, and you can see one is US-based company, currency-wise, right, and location-wise, and this is demo company based on AU. So I have two currency, and now I want to see, okay, how I can generate consolidated report in one base currency. Probably I will use AU. So now next step will be select report and parameters. As I mentioned before, we're providing for now 3 reports. It's balance sheet, cash summary, and P&L. So I will choose P&L. It's the most popular report. Again, when you look on this filtering, it's very similar what we have in our standard report. It's absolutely needed dynamic date range. If you want to set up the automation, and this month should dynamically move to next month. So we're in April now, next month, May, June, July, this is way to go. If you want to move to static date range, so it's again, opportunity for you here. You can set up whatever it works for you. If you choose static date range, and a certain numbers of previous period, it will stay as is. So data will be refreshed, but date range will stay as is. Don't forget about this. So now what we have here, you can compare this up to 24 previous periods. So basically we're looking here 2 years consolidated data, consolidated report is good enough. It's good, look very good to create your forecasting, right? Cash flow forecasting if you go to for that target. Report layout. So that again, why do we have traditional versus historical? If you remember traditional, this is how we read our traditional P&L report. It's your top of the portion is your revenue. Then you have cost of goods sold minus operating expenses, equity, all this stuff. And in the end, net profit. And you see the traditional view, you can send it to your customer, very nice. If you are going to build consolidated report dashboard and you want to use any BI solution, let's say Data Studio is perfect solution, it's Tableau, Power BI, or chart within application, you will use historical view. And it will help you to fed data to any BI solution, and then you build your graph, diagram, whatever you want to do. So I will keep traditional layout, year to date, perfect. I will have it true, I want to have it. Change pool settings. So don't forget about this area. We add a couple new features since last time. So like append to the previous template. It's not really related to consolidated report, but it's nice to come sometimes to this section and see sometimes we adding new features here. So change pool settings is the way how your data look like in your spreadsheet. So it's keep changing. Just make sure you check here or set up here the way what you want to see the data. I want to put here, highlight every other rows. I like to have it. And then keep original formatting. It's needed in the case you want to change font, color, size of the cell, something else, put bold. So if you want to keep it after our data, your data refresh, this is the way to go. And this is final, the key of whole application. So you, as a currency, you will have that many currency added to both entities, Xero entities. And for example, now I want to convert everything to, I don't know, euro. Let's do euro. So on the bottom, you have a couple of options. Use latest rates. So what does it do? It means we go and read the service, paid service, what we paid, and we pick up latest rates. So this is one option. You can keep latest rate, automate your report, and every time we will recalculate it. So very nice and clean solution. Next solution, you can do use custom rate. So what does it mean? You can pick up any date you want and generate this consolidated report. So we will go this later after we update and modify the template, but we will start the use latest rate and see how it looks. So I'm executing my template. So if you remember, when you click usually on the execute button, it does two things. So first, it saves our structure or template, right? So in this case, we know how data will be refreshed and what should we do during automation, right? And the second piece, we pull data from your entities. Again, to remind you, we don't store your data locally. So each and every call, we pull new set of data through automation or manual process, and we display it. So you see how it looks like. This traditional layout. This is your organizations, because we want to show you this is organizations. This is your sales account for different organizations. This is under category cost of goods sold. This is your other. I don't have. I have purchases there. I don't know why. Gross profit, other income, and operating minus operating expenses. And as you can see, I didn't create any, I would say, expenses for my ABCD company. But if I would have expenses related to this company. And what we have now, the same structure. So we have April, and we go backward 12 months, right? And I choose to do year to date, and all this data calculated within our application. So, okay, so this is your template, consolidated profit and loss for this specific rate in euro. So now let's assume I want to change it and I want to have different historical rate. For example, I'm checking that what was it in February, for example. So I will go to G-Accon for Xero. I will click update, modify, delete current template, and I will walk the template and show you how to change the currency rate based on your custom date. Okay. So this is my link. Don't forget, this is link. So I pull my existing template and I will go to multi-currency converter part. Now I want to use custom rates. So I click on this middle radio button and I can either change to February, right? I said February, let's say February 10, and I refresh and I will see see what is my rate by generating exchange rate tab and see if I have some data. All right, so what it does for me now, I pull data, exchange rate for February 10, and this my exchange rate, show me all exchange rate based on the currency which I have available. So you can use this tab just to look what they range there, or you can actually pull this exchange rate in your template. You see what I did? I click on this reference field, and all these values of exchange rate will be fed from this specific tab. Okay, and now what I can do, I can either have it as is on the tab, or I can go and physically change any rates I want, and that rate will be fed to my report. So what I'm going to do, I will update and execute, and we will see new report based on February 10 exchange rates. All right, so this is my updated consolidated report, and this is what exchange rate I'm using. So now what's happened here? We have here whole consolidated report generated. It's like 1 year report generated based on one exchange rate for this specific date, right? So basically, we would think, yeah, probably this is not what you're looking for, because what you're looking for, you most likely want to have for each and every month of the year, you have to have separate rates, right? And it still will be approximately, but we will have the end of the, let's say, month's rate and apply for each and every month. So this is how you're going to do it. So again, I pulled the same template. And what I'm going to show you, I'm going to select multi-currency converter again. It takes some time, it gets some script, it's pull all this data. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my third radio button, which is called use custom rate for periods. So this is very important because it's give you whole range of data for this whole year. If you select 24 months, it will give you rates for 24 months. So I'm going to create another tab. So I want to talk a little bit about this. Let's say you create balance sheet, you need one exchange rate, whatever reason. Then you create cash summary, you can create another tab. you have P&L, you can create as many exchange rates tabs as needed, and vice versa. If you want to use only one common exchange rate tab, you can use it. So now I'm going to pull the data. And if you can see on my left side that 12 different periods, all my exchange rate, and this is what my data is. And when I do update and this is reference, right? This is reference right here. I'm going to close calendar. You can see it's pulled data from exchange rate second tab to my calculation. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to update and execute. I will come back to my P&L, and this is what exchange rate will be changed. I'm going now to calculate based on each and every period, and that will give you very true picture of your P&L. So I'm going to close my, no, I'm not going to close this. I will wait for execution. You will see whole structure here. Again, now, if you remember, we still have to pull your big chunk of reports, big chunk of data. Please use automation. Google has its own limit, right? 6 minutes limit. If we're not able to pull all data within 6 minutes, so it will give us timeout. All right, so this give me exception, but eventually it will be in production without any exception. So this is my development still environment, but what will be happening? So each and every month will have its own exchange rate. So what else we do as enhancement? If you select in your selection filtering portion, if you select here this month or end months or end of the previous quarter, so we'll try to provide for you solution which is meet your requirements. So let's say if you get last quarter, your multi-converter will be by default goes to last quarter. So if you change your parameters to, let's say, last fiscal year or financial year, we provide you by default, we move to the last financial year. So that, again, everything is changeable, everything is flexible. We just pre-populated and we feel it will bring you a lot of benefits here. So let's move now from, let me stop for a while and see if you guys have any questions. All right. So my next step will be as usual. So I want to show you, let's say you satisfy your template, you spend some time creating this template, and then now your next step, you want to save the structure because you want to reuse it. You can reuse it for different set of clients, right? It's maybe one client, this parent organization. You will go to another client that has another 10 organization. So you save your consolidated report in template in cloud. I will put consolidated. This is the way you save structure, save template. Now let's assume you open new spreadsheet, or you want to share this your peers. So you go to load cloud template and you will use workspace. Workspace, it's your workspace. So as you save a lot of templates for sharing or for yourself, you will see everything under save template in your workspace. So when I go, this is my profit and loss consolidated report. Now, don't forget here, this is nice feature. You have opportunity to share this specific person. Let's say gmail.com. Or if you have group license, you feel free to share this everyone, your template. So now, specific steps you have to do, you need to load template. At least one, you need to load the template. And now I'm going to change it. Let's say P&L, I'm comfortable with this P&L. Now I'm going to show you balance sheet. And then I will show you the automation for the whole process. It's easy. It's more like a refresher for you, but it's nice to know. Again, I select two organizations here instead of P&L. Can I change it here? No, probably load template, and I can't. So, but at least let me change. I want to have 6 periods. Maybe I will add another organization. Maybe I want to use and generate report in Canadian dollars, which is nice. I want to use the same exchange rate, or I can go directly from the exchange rate website. And I want to generate this report in this tab, starting this, I don't know, C1. Let me move a little bit, and I will do that in C1 cell. And I will put here P&L, PLN, second attempt, okay? And I will execute it. So now internally, what we have now, we have different condition for consolidated report exchange rate. The first report was generated by period. So this one generated for one specific date. If you remember, we select February 10, and now I add another organization. So you will have some more data in income, right, on the sales account, and you can see that. And again, I don't have much data, but this is how it looks. This is how your consolidation reports work. And my next step will be our more famous automation. So don't forget, you use create workflow. This is a path that all of us use. Don't use template level automation. You create workflow. Number one, you can activate it right away. You can put it inactive in the while you're doing something else and you're not ready to activate it. Add template. Don't forget to add them. So this is my 2 different reports in 2 different currencies, and the way how we create it a little bit different, right? We have small gear on the left bottom. What that means for people who doesn't know, this is notification, your own notification in your Google account. Majority of our customers prefer to receive notification in case of error only, right? In this case, you can do manual refresh, you can wait for next cycle. But for some of my customers, they built a very huge workflow, internal business workflow. And they said like this: if certain reports have not been successfully refreshed, I want to stop the process and don't trigger anything else. So in this case, you will use the checkbox stop on fail if you build a very big workflow, internal workflow. But for majority of us, majority of my customers, send email notification in case of error will be good enough feature. So, and definitely, if you refresh your reports every 3 hours, don't put a notification on success. It will be overwhelming in your email box. So scheduler. Now we're looking consolidated report, P&L, hourly refresh. I don't think it's necessary. Daily, it's a good stuff to generate it daily. And as soon as we're here, I will cover the last piece of my feature, which is I want to show you, want to share. Don't forget, we have email notification. So some of the consolidated report, let's say for me, I create 2 templates for, let's assume 2 different, not organization, 2 different clients, I would say. And you decided to send your report to one specific client. So make sure all consolidated report not sitting on one spreadsheet. If you want to notify your client, specific client, this consolidated report, prepare different spreadsheets for your client. Even one client might have multiple entities, might be the case. But this is notification piece. So you can provide your client email. You can put a subject as usual, consolidated report. I can do here. Let me put my email and see if it works. It is my development box, but let's see. Services. As what I can do here, I can send as a spreadsheet link to my email, right? Let's assume I'm the customer. We can convert completely a whole file to Microsoft Excel. We assume some of your clients might not have even Google account, right? They will use Microsoft Office, so that will be helpful. They can open this in their environment. CSV file sometimes is needed, and 2 PDFs file. All right, so I'm going to. Did I pick up schedule? I'm going to pick up schedule around 3 a.m. and apply and execute. And now my next step will be, I'm going to show you how to execute it. I will go to automation. I will select update, modify, delete workflow, pull the workflow and execute it. So I will double click. This is a link. Then you have very nice button on the bottom, execute now current workflow. This is how I want you to test your workflow. For me right now, it's one workflow, and eventually you might have like 20, 25 different templates, which is combined to different workflows based on scheduling refresh, right? Some of the data you want to be refreshed every 3-4 hours, like consolidated report, age reports. I would say daily. It will give you good frequencies. So now you can see how our automation works. And as a reminder, what you can see here, you can see your Google account, you can see your timestamp. And as soon as this automation finished, you can see what's happened. So this is my 2 templates. One template has been executed successfully. Success, this is what you're looking for in this log file. So then our application pulled the second template, it's executed again, and it's successfully executed. So you have fresh data. And the third step, what we set up, email has been sent to me. So basically what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to my box and see if I receive email. So this is me, consolidated report, and I selected to send myself link. And this is how your customer will see. They click on the link, and this is what they're going to see. So they're going to see all reports, all exchange rate, everything, whatever you created in your workspace. So this is the final step. So now I'm going to open to questions and see what is there any questions you guys have. I will check chat, Q&A. So, okay, I don't see any questions. So what I would encourage you to do, I would encourage you to try to generate your consolidated report, see how you like it. We're very open for any feedback, maybe certain features which is you're looking for from this huge feature. And what else I want to mention before I let you go, we create the same set of exchange rate functionality for each and every your standard reports. And this feature will be available next week. So what does it mean? If I go to reports and I click standard report, as you know, we do have multi multi-currency converter, although it's optional, it was there for the last like 2-3 years. And what will happen, you will have the same functionality here like we have for consolidated report. So you can use latest exchange rate, you can convert your report, any report, to specific rate at specific date, or you can generate report based on different periods which have different rates. So, and in the end, I want to show you, we do have in YouTube, we do have our channel where we recorded small overview for consolidated reports, so you can view that. We try to do very short videos all the time, so make sure it's attack your specific needs. So another way of getting information is a blog section, and as you can see, we did publish consolidated reports blog, and it's a link to the video, and at the same time it's step-by-step explanation of what can be done. So another I want to mention, anytime when you have any questions and you need anyone's technical or assistant from marketing team, you feel free to contact us at support@Accon.services. And it's a group email, and everyone, based on the question, you will get help as you need it. So I want to see if anyone has any questions, and that will be a recorded version. It will be available. I will send you a recorded version through email, and it will be available in our YouTube channel as well. So let me see. Let me stop for a while and see if somebody wants to ask anything. For webinar, absolutely. I will send, the question was about if I can send link to webinar. Yes, I can send link to webinar, but at the same time, we do have in our website webinars tab, and you can see all available webinars, coming webinars, and recorded webinars will be in our YouTube. And you can request any webinars you want. For example, we released another couple of products. It's a G-Accon for Workflow Max and Xero Practice Manager, and G-Accon for FreshBooks. So you can request any webinars. But absolutely, I will send you a link after our meeting. All right, so if feel free to try this function. It's very advanced, very complicated, I would say, reports, and I would encourage you to try it. And we will be absolutely happy to have your feedback and see how you feel about this, what enhancement can be done, and any ideas are welcome. All right. So, okay, if you guys don't have any questions, I would thank you very much for joining my webinar, and you have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Bye.